Well, good evening, everyone. It is Sunday, July the 20th, years 2014 of our Lord. Welcome, everyone. Make this go viral. I think this is going to be very, very special. Very, very special for a lot of people who can see the truth that we've been talking about and how what we have learned at the Financial Intel team has already come home, as we say, to roost in the tangible. And I'll get into that in just a moment. We also have presence over at the on Facebook at the official Fit group here on Facebook, and I'm also there on this is YouTube channel. This is our YouTube channel we have. I would say come to this YouTube channel. The next video you see, this one here, just click on the YouTube icon in the bottom. That will take you to this page here. You will be watching it, and then just subscribe to it. And then when we put out a new video, you will get that automatically emailed by YouTube. One way to keep up with what we're doing. We're a small group of people. We realize exactly that our things are not exactly the way that we feel that they should be in the world, and a lot of all different things have come together, all kind of challenges that we all face, and how are we going to cope with these things? And we feel it's better to do that in a group. And we have a lot of other underlying foundation that has drawn us together spiritually, seeing that geopolitically things have drawn us all together, and we aggregate here on the what we call Fit site. And this is a membership based site, but it has a lot of things that we do. You can read over those here. And we strive to let the individual know that they too can break free of financial chains that bind them. It can be done here very, very easily if you understand the basic principle of just sharing the truth with someone else. From this, we had some challenges because our actual product is ourselves. It's not really a tangible product. And that posed quite a challenge for most people to be able. How do you describe what we offer for our membership fee per month? And so that was we were in a quandary, but through constant focus on the objective, with our eye on the prize, and not being tainted or swayed in any way by cross currents, you will see how this is unfolded. What we study here is things like today, very current things that happened. So we vet them, we bring them to you in videos like this. Sometimes I call them ramblings, Randy's ramblings, and we discuss these through a format of dialogue through Facebook and various other mediums. We have a chat room that we're trying to breathe life into there on our site for our members, and we believe that truth should be rewarded, and we have a very unique way of showing our appreciation in our chat room for people that do render help and also have value, and that way of showing that appreciation is very unique. You should check in. It's free to sign up on the financialintelteam.com site for a week and check it out. I'd suggest you do that. This is something I watched this morning. It is almost, once you become a little bit more so aware of what's taking place by your association with us, we feel that you too will start seeing that, goodness gracious, how can they even say that kind of thing with a straight face when we follow things very closely on places like C-SPAN. And this is comedy headquarters. Really, it's getting to that point. And you know, the UN and the World Bank, our Secretary of Treasury, our Secretary of Defense, our Secretary on the judicial side. It is, you have to hire someone just to keep up with the scandals about how these people are bending the Constitution of the United States, but yet they proclaim that they are supporting. It is a convoluted mess, an absolute mess. This is one site that I trust a lot, Going Global, East Meets West. It's a blog done by Phoenix, his wife Kelly. I suggest that you take a look at this. It's packed full of factual things, and I put my weight down on it because I know these people very, very well. We follow current events like here on Truth Frequency Radio, and it has live radio, has one going on now. But this is something that I found that I wanted to bring to everybody's attention, and all of this is designed for make people have fear and confusion and anger and splitting, race against race, religion against religion. And as I'm going through there thinking this, I see this atrocity that's happening in the city of Detroit. That's in America, by the way. And there are thousands having their water turned off in Detroit. I don't care what race you are. This is America, and who left the water off? Otis Redding was saying who left the water on, and this came to me just when I saw that article, and I thought those that appreciated Otis Redding would appreciate this. Listen to Otis.
You left on the water running, or when you left me behind, baby, you left on the water running. It's running from these eyes of mine.
Now, isn't that amazing? That just popped me out of the blue. But this is an absolute atrocity in the United States of America. And to know that this is being used for fear-based things. And they will mix race in there to get us all angry. This is an atrocity that people are getting their water turned off in Detroit, in the United States. I'm going to take a slight little break. Y'all will never even know it. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to discuss something that shows up and it validates what fit is all about, and it's part of our pathway out. And let me just give you a little hint there, and I will be right back. Well, I wanted to take that break and go put a shirt on. No. I want to take that break so that I could shift from that mindset that is we're all caught up in it, people. We're all caught up in that stuff going on right now in our daily life, but the only way that we're going to be able to change it is to change the way that we're thinking. I saw a wonderful deal on Facebook that I forgot who sent to me. It was like a little child, a little to-be monk or something, coming down some stairs, and it said something to the effect of, if you want to see change in life, you'll have to start changing the way that you're thinking. Something along those lines. It was very along the way of what I'm talking about. And the only way I can see that good stuff, to think about good stuff, is to feel kind of good. To be a little bit off the have the wolf off the doorstep. And this is the part that I said in the beginning that I wanted to validate, show you how fit the financial intel team is already doing its mission. Even though there are those over there floundering, wondering what's going on, it's all inside of each one of the members over there. The platform is for everybody. It is built as if you're going to be the Dexter Yeager, if you do a little search on that, or whoever, the top. You are the top over there, but there's responsibility. You have to create it. But the objective was fit is to be able to use monies from a subscription that we all fund, and then we simply divide up that subscription, because the value that we give, the solid product, is ourselves, our life experience. People had a real hard time understanding, well, what's the product? What are we subscribing to? And it's actually what you're subscribing to is the experience and the guidance and moving in a direction of financial freedom and security and free thinking with the rest of us. That's our product. But it appeared that we needed something very tangible so people could see. But we teach, we advocate, and I will do nothing less than give a fair exchange of value. That's what we do. You have to have a fair exchange of value. What you offer and what someone is willing to sell for, there has to be, or whatever that is, there has to be a fair exchange of value. It can't be lopsided where someone's doing a lot better than the other and there's no harmony there in the transaction. And that's hard to do outside of when you add a product, because there has to be profit built in, and there'd have to be an amazingly unique set of circumstances coupled with a product that would have to be as driven passion wise as the hemp movement that we just came out of. I'm still in the hemp movement, but we got in as a livelihood, and things changed, and the hemp movement's still there. But for anybody pushing in the direction of causing that plant to be completely legalized and all human beings have the benefits medically and otherwise, industrially, for that plant, that is holding back a lot of progress in the world. But that's another story. So, but when things altered, then what do you do in a case where you're teaching a fair exchange of value? And then I went into my quiet time that we teach over there of just literally letting go and just let the answers come to you. And I'm about to show you what happened, and I want you to be the judge now. I want you to be the judge. I'm gonna get off this deal here, and you're just gonna be hearing me talk, but I'm gonna be telling you some things that I want to know honestly, in your honest opinion, that if you can't do this, I would like to talk to you. And on top of that, if you can do this, your life could change dramatically to the better. So I'm gonna hop off as a visual here, and I'm gonna tell you about something that happened just past Goofy that fell into the FIT Financial Intel Team world. And our mission was to lay out that platform, and then those of us that are seekers to go out and find low-hanging fruit up on the bank so that we could use proceeds from the river to take advantage of something that has a fair exchange of value. What you're about to see is the Mount Everest of a fair exchange of value. Sit back, get a pencil, because I'm going to give you my name and my phone number, because you're going to need that if someone else hadn't already talked to you about what I'm fixing to talk to you about, because that's what you'll need to sign up, because you'll want to do this real quick. The rush is on. Stand by. I am back, and I do want to brief everybody. We are at the 13-minute mark. I'm going to try to keep this short as possible. Hopefully I won't run down any rabbit hole, and I've already burned up 15 seconds there talking about that. What happened just past Goofy is I was in a state of listening to calm music, just letting the world go. I mean, why not? It's going to be there when you get feeling in a comfortable place and just let your hair down, as we say, or just and that's what I did. And the next day, Mr. Social network, turning over every leaf in the world, ever ready battery on steroids, Ryan Conley calls, and he says, have you heard about this solar? Or he said, do you know who Elon Musk is? And I said, no. And the deal was on, and I became quite educated on what Mr. Elon Musk mission was. He's the fellow that had PayPal and sold it, and he is on a mission. And one of those was, and he's very much about getting the freedoms back of people across the world, and specifically here, starting out in the U.S. And that one of the things that we are has a stranglehold on us is our power. That is a control mechanism, big time. Should we go back over there to Detroit? Okay. Power goes out, so does your water. And so a lot of those things. And so these people, they're all into, it appears, I'm not speaking for them, but you can look and do your own research, to be into anything that's decentralized. They like Bitcoin, and because they see that anything that's centralized has the potential to be tilted in behalf of those that are causing it to become centralized. And the beat goes on. So anything that can decentralize that is a good thing for humanity. And so if you see what he is doing, you can look that up, and on it's on TED Talks, is that he is giving away. He is doing the same thing that cell phone people do and these cable people do. Is if you get a cell phone, it might be a $500 cell phone or something, but you get it free for a 2-year contract, because they take that contract and they sell it. They sell those things. And so what these guys have done, just absolutely to the point of genius, is they've taken that same concept and they used it to help the dependency on overall the power of the U.S. would be dependent on centralized power. They're doing that by putting a small power unit on the top of as many houses as they possibly can across this country, and at some point in time there will be enough of them where the dependency and using that as a control mechanism will go away. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And so that company and Elevate Solar, running the same model. You see, some say, well, that's just mimicking. Let me tell you something. Pioneers, the pioneers that came over and started this country, there wasn't just one. When that pioneer made it, it was an avalanche of pioneers, and all of those pioneers exploded in their own unique ways. And that's what we're doing. Is that this company here has that same passion as does Elon Musk. And so we're falling in, except now we're going to use the power of actually giving this away, and they are going to use the power of duplication. Now, here's where it gets a little silly. It's when I first heard about this from Ryan, and he introduced me to a gentleman named Toby Weeks. We got to talking, and he said that, I said, how's this work? And he said that what we do is we give away these solar systems. I said, how much these things cost? And he said anywhere from 30 up or something like that, based on how big the house is. And I said, you give them away, do you? And he said, yes. And I said, when do they start having to pay for it? And they said they don't. And I said, they don't ever have to pay for it. You're going to give them the solar unit? And he said, yes. And then he said, and by giving that unit away, the person that gave it, can't call him a salesperson, I don't guess, the giveawayer, the salesperson could receive $1,000 in commission, and it's an up to deal. I mean, come on, I'll just cut right to the chase, because you're going to be at the up to deal so fast my kids. Might as well tell you now. You're going to be a certified genius for the first time in your life, maybe. And they might even give you a card or something to go with that. But you'll be a certified genius. And I'll tell you why. And here's what the deal is that I said, so you're going to give these people these solar units. Yeah, just like the cell phone. I got that. You're going to do it just like the cell phone, which means, and he said that will save them 30 to 40% per month on their electric bill. That's actually what's going to cause it to be free. That savings would actually offset, so it's free. At the end of this term, just like your cell phone, I guess, unless they want to take it back. The cell phones will never make it to the term. We know that. But this going full term, the individual would own it, the homeowner would own it, and then they could be off the grid totally, and they could even start pushing power to the power company and turn it into a revenue stream. I said, let me get this straight now. You're going to give these units away, kind of like the model on the cell phones, yes. You're going to give the person that gave it away up to $1,000, yes. And then when you get paid, he said, on the twice a month, I forgot the exact date, 5th and something else. Now I said, has anybody done this? He said, yes, matter of fact, and they're just now, I'm just letting everyone know, this is the pioneer stage. This isn't for the rookies, so to speak, faint at heart. This is for those people looking for that get in there, and you got risk reward. This is the fishing time. We've all been there. Anybody that's a player has been there. This is the time that you leverage your intuitions of getting in before the thing explodes. And that within itself we all have known is a sales pitch kind of a deal. But this, you let me just continue. They're the first ones that's ever done this, by the way, to my knowledge at this point, a networking solar to the point of what you're networking is you're giving these things away. Oh. So I said, has anybody done it? He said, yeah, there's a guy went out and he did 102 of them in 8 days or something. I said, all right. I said, that's 102 that times 1,000, did you say? Yeah, 1,000. I said, that's $100,000, man. I said, who in the world do you think you're going to pay him $100,000 for going out and giving away these units, and it didn't cost the homeowner anything, nothing to install it. You're going to maintain it, 25-year warranty, a whole 9 yards, and then this guy's going to make $1,000. He said about 30% of them might drop off because of the shade. I said, the shade. Yeah. I said, all right, I'll go with the 30% off. Anyway, you're going to give this guy $70,000 for going out there for 8 days' work. He said, yeah. And about this time, we were doing this on a teleconference, and this girl comes in, or he showed me these, looked like the back side of a car rental, that pink long piece of paper. Girl walked in, had these 3 giveaway orders, I guess you'd call them, install orders or accept or whatever. And I said, he said, she just sold 3. She's never done anything like this before or gave them away. We've got a new acronym for that, GREEN. Toby Joe, have to tell you what that green means to come up with a little deal. But anyway, said that she had 3, and I said she just made $3,000. That's she's saying, yeah, but she got 4 the day before. And as of this morning, I heard she's up to 13, 50, that's $1,000 that she did. And so I had to tell some friends. And, MLM or no MLM, are getting paid through telling people, and they tell people, and they tell people. That isn't really what's going on right now. Let me tell you what's happening as of the morning when the sun comes up. There is a caravan of people that I've told that have come over and joined this thing, and we have done everything that we can to validate that those people are getting $1,000 a pop, and it's open in California, in those states that I told you about. We're going to Lizzies House, one of our members. Oh gosh, hold on a minute. Y'all stop just a second. Let me do this. I've got to show you this. Hold on a minute. We're going to go to Lizzies House up in Colorado. She was on the phone today. And we're going to install on Lizzies House these panels, and we're going to film the whole thing. She's going to get neighbors and stuff lined up. We're going to film them. And this team of people are going to California tomorrow to go to training to give something away. These are seasoned warriors, but we're mainly going to check, as much validation as we can get. If they pay those people that money, and by the way, one of the pay periods ended today, that means they get paid tomorrow or something like that. And if that happens and these guys are there, I mean, it's stick a fork in this world, it's got solar power on it. By the end of it, they'll be on fire, and they're just going to roll down that coast, California. I'm going to pack my bag, get my crew lined out here, and I'm headed to Colorado because it's open too. I happen to have a very strong, I like Colorado, and so I'm going to go up there. I might go up to California a little bit and get some of that training, but I don't think I'm going to have, I have had a problem getting some stuff away over at FIT. But now, all you FIT members, look, we've brought something with a fair exchange of value. This little deal right here, you can get into it for 25 bucks. Go out and sell something, and you get cheese, bunches of it. I think on the 25 you get 500, and if you're not this genius level thing, then I would get 5. So go out there and get you one. Make 500. Thank you. Love you. This is going to be a lot of fun, but everybody will hop up there quick just because we're making, that will be well. Everything sounds great right now, people, and I am so excited, but we're going to vet it. Let me tell you something. I feel good about it. I feel really good about it. What I did is I took a step further. Let me back off here just a little bit. Hold on. Okay, we're back on here, and I backed off a little bit. I was communicating with Joby like crazy. We had a conference call today with Val and who else was on there? There was Valerie, and there was Liz, and there was Michael out in Hawaii, and so we were all there, and so I went over to communicate with them a little more, and I started thinking, and they kept saying, well, this company's already been in business for 6, 7 years. They're proven. And here it is, right here in front of you. It's Elevate. And they already are fighting to get communication in a secure environment where it's more personalized. They've been doing this with a, so to speak, pay plan deal, but they haven't got anything like, well, they do. These are all, I'm going to get this broadband because that I like the secure broadband that they've got. They have their own platform. The way I take it, unless I've heard it wrong, a platform, communication platform. Smart homes, look at this. There were some pictures I saw earlier on this deal, and that's what customers would pay. That's what their customers pay now, just on their retail side of this deal. And so they have digital phones. They've got, where is that video that I saw? But anyway, here's an existing company right now that's been in business 7 years, and all that they're doing, Joby and them introduced bringing in the cellular aspect on the explosion of thought that Elon Musk is on to, and help support that getting America off the grid. Goodness gracious, wouldn't it be nice to have a free one sitting up there if the power, while we're, no, I'm not lying, Liz will have to back me up on this. After we had this call today, Liz told me that she had a power outage at her house. I am not kidding you. We'll be filming from up there, and she'll validate that when we get to Colorado. But all we're doing is adding it appears to me, we'll see what the finished is, but that's what I gleaned from this, is that they'll be adding broadband, because once we give them a $30,000 up or whatever it is, solar panels that they didn't pay a penny to get up there, if the power goes out, they're covered. They're covered. If the power goes out, they're covered. Goodness gracious. But once they get this free panel thing, they have a telephone bank for these geniuses that can use it, that they'll call a phone group, a customer service support room, phone room, marketing room, and they will upsell these people, let them know what the other products are, and you get commission and you get residual. This thing is off the hook. So yes, the mission of the financial intel team is alive. This is living proof. If you have not heard about this, if you need someone to talk to about it, or if you want to go over and join, you can get a hold of me. I'm on Facebook, or you can call me here. I'll let this sit here a moment. If you have already talked to someone, get back with them. This is for the people who are interested now. I'm building a team. If you're in the states, you just call me and I'll tell you the states. I know that California, Colorado, Arizona, New Jersey, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Hawaii are open. The others are coming on rapidly. Can you believe Texas is not there? But I'm on that like white on rice. So that should be plenty time there, and then you can also play this back. I'm sorry, I could have just said that. That's going to wrap up this for the evening, and I sincerely urge you to take a real strong look at it. My goodness gracious, here's where we're at, just so that you know. We're at that stage where the leaders are jockeying. The roll of the dice right now is 25. Understand that. There's someone else in there that knows there's going to be a lot of these people coming in this jockeying position at 25. That means they're going to go out there just to test the waters and make sure that it works. That's the ones at 25. They may go out and do 10 of them, just see if they pay. Well, the ones that come in at 2,000, I'm just going to give you full disclosure so that you know. When you go out there, you're going to get that half. You're going to get that, I believe it's 500 for you being at the 25, and the other's going to roll up to someone who's in at the thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. And both ways are fine. Look, even at the lower, you're going to be he did 102 of them. She did whatever that was. Getting the picture? I can see an umbrella, me and an umbrella, maybe one of those Panama hats, sunglasses, iced tea, in front of a nice gated community with a Rolex on, just sitting there, I waving at people. You want a free? Oh, I didn't tell you this. They get a free year's worth of energy, not just a discount. Free year's worth of energy on top of everything else. So I'll be under this umbrella waving, saying I'm picking 5 people in your gated community that will get their power bill for free. Any takers? Can you believe this? I am. I'm going to have you a line that you can call and you can talk to this Joby, and he's always on the phone. But or call me, we can three-way in there. So God bless you. God bless this wonderful country, America. The principles this country is founded on, the intuitive ones will bring it back to those principles once again. God bless the blue planet. Go out, smile at a stranger tomorrow to get your week started to a good start. And I will see you on the next call. Jedi 1, we down.